And our severe weather team coverage continues. The snow really starting to pick up too as the storm makes its way through the area.
And just in the last hour, things have really started to pick up, leading to difficult travel in certain areas. This was the scene in South Kingstown about an hour ago. You can see the streets are snow covered and the snow is piling up there. And
we have severe weather team coverage. Sheena Losciuto is live in Providence with a look at the conditions there.
Brittany Schaefer is checking on the road conditions in Fall River and other parts of southeastern Massachusetts.
But first we want to go live to Brandon Truitt, who's in North Smithfield, one of the areas expected to see the most snow today. Brandon, what's it look like where you are?
Hey Shannon, I got to tell you, within the last hour, we've seen quite a change in the conditions, at least on the roadways. This is 146A here. It's a really popular stretch, and we've been seeing a decent amount of cars coming up and down here. And you can see now pretty snow covered as plows actually just came through part of here just a little bit ago. They're getting these main roadways as well as some of the secondary ones, but you see a decent amount of people out on the roads, and we know that that is just not what is advised at this point, as the snowplows have quite a bit of work to do. So the state knew that this would really be their crunch time, when it would be hard for them to keep up with the accumulation that they were getting. Plows really got to work here since we arrived just after noon. That's around when the snow started falling and building up here. Roadways and parking lots were really the main priority, at least to start, as there were quite a few people out getting groceries, last minute necessities, packing up their grocery carts earlier today. At this point, a lot of those grocery stores have closed. I want to bring you back out live. You're seeing one of them. That parking lot there was quite busy earlier today. At this point, it is empty as that big snowplow is making its way through there. Of course, the roadways here a concern at this point, as the state has been saying that they tried to get as much of a head start as they could, but as this mixture starts to fall, and I got to say it's become fairly icy over the last hour as well, it's just falling at a rate that they can't keep up with at this point. Of course, we know they are going to continue their work around the clock. They're hoping to have it cleared by the morning, they tell us, although it all depends on the timing of Mother Nature. That's the latest here live in North Smithfield. I do want to send it over to our colleague, Brittany Schaefer, who is monitoring the conditions over in Fall River. Brittany, what are you seeing?
Well, hi, Brandon. We are on 195 West in Fall River right now, and it's just after 5, which means we are right in the middle of the evening commute. And this is also right during the middle of the time where we are seeing the fastest amount of snow accumulation. Let's give you a live look at the roadways right now. We actually just slowed down quite a bit in the slow lane here, but the snow has really been coming down fast for a couple of hours, making it difficult for Massachusetts Department of Transportation crews to keep the roads clear. There is a thick layer of slush on the roads, but right now another issue is visibility. The snow is coming down quickly and the wind is really pushing it sideways. In the past hour, the amount of cars we have seen on the roads has decreased quite a bit, meaning people are somewhat listening to Governor Charlie Baker's advice to stay home. Now, say the travel conditions were not too bad, but slowly getting worse is what drivers are saying in Fall River. Kelly McWilliams moved to Massachusetts from Texas 11 years ago and says storms like this don't happen down south.
Very, very rarely. And when it does, they don't have the salt trucks and stuff like that, the major equipment they have here to take care of it. Y'all knock it out so fast, it's really not too bad.
Excellent. Do you like the snow?
I love it. I love all 4 seasons. Texas, you have 2. It's cold or hot.
And 195 West here sure does not look like Texas right now. The snow is really accumulating on the ground and starting to collect on the roadways as well. I don't know if you can see, but the blinking lights about 100 feet in front of us here in the right lane is a plow truck, and the right lane seems quite a bit more clear than the fast travel lane. Mass DOT says there are thousands of pieces of snow removal equipment on state roads right now in full force. Also, both in New Bedford and Fall River, they both have winter parking bans in place until further notice. For now, live in Fall River, I'm Brittany Schaefer, 12 News.
Brittany, thank you. And as you just heard Brittany mention, of course, this storm is bad timing right during the evening commute.
Luckily, it's not your typical evening commute, with many people working from home during the pandemic.
12 News reporter Sheena Losciuto is in Providence overlooking the highway with a look at the conditions there. Sheena?
Well, Shannon, Mike, you know this is not our first rodeo. We've done this before, but I do want to point this out. We've been talking a lot about the wind. This is the kind of snow where, like, if it hits you in the face, it actually hurts a little bit. But anyways, we want to give you a look at the roads right now. We are overlooking 95 in Providence. I'm right by the Vets Auditorium. And from what we can see, the roads are obviously wet, but we're not really seeing any major issues right here. Of course, this is the typical time of the day where everyone is coming home, so we do usually see some congestion, but right now it is pretty much smooth sailing. Drivers, of course, are being asked to drive with caution. We do see it's wet, but we're not seeing any major buildups or anything like that. Now I want to give you a look here at this service road right next to me. It is a little bit more slushy, but again, not a lot of snow is sticking here just yet. We just saw a truck go by. It looked like they were salting and treating the roads a little bit. We have been seeing a lot of trucks out here, at least in Providence, working really all day long now. We do want to point out that this weather really, it depends where you are, right? It looks different no matter where you live. Some places seeing a lot more in Providence. This is what we're seeing right here. But it's not just all work. We are also seeing some people having fun in this. I'll have much more for you about that coming up live at 6 o'clock. For now, we're live in Providence. I'm Sheena Losciuto, 12 News.
Shayna, thank you. We have a warning from Rhode Island State Police tonight. Stay off the roads if you can. They say troopers have responded to at least 10 weather-related crashes, helped 13 drivers, and stopped 34 tractor-trailer drivers who failed to stay off the roads. Luckily, there were no serious injuries.